Hello YouTube and welcome back to Average Joe Watch Reviews. Today we're going to be doing a very special timepiece given to me by my fiance. This is a Bulova automatic 21 jewel movement. This is model number 98A187. So this particular watch is a 41 millimeter case diameter. So we're going to take a look at that. I'm going to show you. Here's 41, and that is your case diameter right here. And in regards to thickness, we are looking at right around 12 millimeters. In between your lugs, you're looking at a 20 millimeter, if in case you're looking at an aftermarket strap. And that leads me into the strap. This is a Bulova branded strap, genuine leather. Not the best strap in the industry, but by far not the worst. I actually have a Tissot strap that is actually worse than this one. So this one's not bad, and I actually haven't had the desire to change it. So, you know, as I said, it's somewhere in the middle. In regards to strap quality, in my opinion. So let's get into the dial. Beautiful gray dial. That's what really attracted me to this watch. But the other thing was, as of late, I've been looking at a lot of classic pieces, and I like how clean the classic pieces are. And this really, I think, pays homage to some of the classic pieces. The only thing is, obviously this is a much larger than a classic piece, but it has that classic look. The other thing that you're going to notice is the red detailing of this. It's beautiful. I think that really makes this watch pop. Something as simple as that really goes a long way in the design. The other cool thing about this watch is the fact that your applied markers, your hands, the Bulova lettering and logo are all rose gold, including the crown, which also has the Bulova logo on it as well. The case is stainless like steel, polished, and I like how they did that because when you look at rose gold plating, that has a tendency to wear off, and I think the only place you're going to really see it wear off, because it's not protected, is the crown. But everything underneath the case here is going to be protected and not have any type of wear. So that to me is a plus. Okay. This movement is not hacking, so that means that when you pull the crown out, the second hand still runs. Not a negative for me. I mean, you know, we're not looking at a $500 plus watch, but you know, don't take that for granted. It stopped now because we ran out of spring, but just we'll wind it up here, and I'll show you again that when we pull it out, it doesn't stop. So that leads me into the open heart design here. You've got the balance spring, which is awesome. That really shows well, and it's very mesmerizing. And we flip it over to the back here. So the other thing I like to point out is the fact that the crown is at the 2 o'clock position. Typically you have a crown at the 3 o'clock, and in a lot of Seikos I've seen the 4 o'clock position. Very unique here to see it at the 2 o'clock. I know it's not the only watch that has that, but you don't see that very often. At least I haven't. So that's a pretty cool little detail as well. So we flip it over, and we have a little bit of some detailing here with the metal work. The rotor's pretty plain and kind of chintzy, but you know, overall it's a pretty decent looking movement. It's your standard Miyota that Bulova likes to use. It's a 21 movement, and it's actually, believe it or not, the same exact movement that's in another one of my Bulova automatics. This one is actually much older. It's the 96 A122, and if we do a side by side, it's actually, let's see here. Here we go. We have to line up the crowns here. You see the crowns. If we line them up in the same fashion, it's the exact same movement. The only difference is the rotors and with the two watches here. So I found that very interesting. That after all these years, they're using the same exact movement, which is not. It's not a negative. Don't get me wrong. It's not a negative. If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? So I just found that actually pretty fascinating. So. This watch fits very well on a wrist. This is a 7-inch wrist, as I've mentioned before. So I'm just going to show you how that fits. It fits very nicely. It will fit very simply under a cuff. This is indeed a dress watch, but I mean, look, you can put on different straps to make it sportier if you want. You can put on a metal strap. I mean, there's so many different options you can do with this watch. So that's about all I have to say about this particular watch, besides the fact that it's just, as I said, just a beautiful classic watch. One that I think is going to look good 10, 20, 30 years from now. You know, this one really does pay homage to some of the older pieces with the clean design. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Please click a like, and please, if you haven't already, and if you want to, subscribe to the channel. Oh, and before I leave, I wanted to actually point out one thing, which is, I don't know if it's a mistake. It has to be a mistake, but if you take a look at the hour markers, just take a look at this. I'm gonna put a flashlight here, and I'm gonna shut the lights off, and I'm gonna show you something. All right, you ready for this? Got a nice lume, right? But what time is it, right? So on a watch like this, I don't expect to have luminescence on the hands, because I think I love the clean design. But why put the luminescence here? I don't get it. I think it would actually, I don't know. I honestly feel like it was a mistake. So Bulova, if you're watching, I got you on that one. You definitely, I think you messed up there, but it really doesn't impact my opinion on this watch. I think it's a beautiful watch, beautifully done. If someone has a reason why this might not be an error, please comment below. But I can't wrap my mind around why that would happen. But either way, as I said, it does not affect my opinion on the watch. So I'm finally going to sign off. Thank you for watching. Please have a good day.